Hey everybody, welcome back to Small Talk Japan. On this show, we talk about all things Japan in English. My name is Mitch, and I'm here with
Natsuki.
And we have a great show for you guys today. We're going to talk about how Studio Ghibli was sold. That was sold. We got an update on our streamer friend who may or may not have gotten arrested. We have an update on the woman, the Sri Lankan woman who was in custody. We have a story about senior citizens working at McDonald's. We have a story about how Japanese scientists have learned how to grow back teeth. And we have a story about pilotable robots in Japan. Roll that intro.
I thought I can hear the music and then it stopped. That's why I'm laughing right now. Don't look at me like that. Don't give me that look.
Natsuki, how old are you?
40.
I love how you just calmly and honestly answer. You're like 40. Welcome back, Natsuki. Where did you go?
Oh, yesterday?
Yesterday. Where did you go?
Kumamoto.
What did you do in Kumamoto?
Drinking.
Is that all you ever do is just drink?
I have some, other things to do, but mainly drinking.
Mainly drinking.
Yeah.
Well, you went to Kumamoto. How was Kumamoto? Did you have fun?
Yes, and then yesterday there was a full moon in the sky, Chūshū no Meigetsu.
It's a full moon in the sky.
Full moon in the sky, and it was beautiful.
It was beautiful.
I sound like grandma, ne?
Did you do tsukimi, which is like moon viewing? When is tsukimi? It was yesterday, right?
Yeah, it was moon viewings. That's it. We see the moon and then.
Okay, who lives on the moon, Natsuki?
Rabbit.
Rabbits live on the moon, guys.
Yes, is it only a Japanese thing?
I don't know, but I've never heard that before I came here.
Oh, really?
Do you think that rabbits live on the moon?
And then, rabbit is actually, making mochi in the, tsuki. I mean, moon.
Okay, so let's go down the list of stupid things that you just said. There's rabbits that live on the moon, and they're making mochi.
Right.
For who?
For themselves.
Okay. 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 Why do you believe this?
Because it can't you see?
No. If I'm going to be completely honest, no, I have no idea what you're talking about. See what? Like little rabbits on the moon.
Yeah, the shape of the rabbit, making mochi.
Is in the face of the moon. Okay. I'll have to look at that later on tonight.
Later tonight. Maybe.
How drunk are you guys when you decided that rabbits were making mochi on the moon?
Sober. Yeah. 0.
Well, I guess. I don't know. I mean, Westerners believe that that the moon is made of cheese. It's not, they don't actually think that. It's just
because the little
holes.
Yeah.
Looks like, Swiss cheese. Yeah. They also believe that there's a face, like a face on the moon.
Oh, I can see that, Alice in Wonderland, they have, the image, man in the face.
Maybe. I don't know.
Okay.
Alice in Wonderland, like the cartoon from the 1950s.
Yeah, Disney.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Twins, the beginning of the story, there are twins and singing, dancing, and it becomes,
When you're on this show, Natsuki, it's like you have this video that plays in your brain.
Yeah. And
that's always your entertaining thing in your brain. But when you're on the show, you share with us what's going on, what's the video that's playing in your brain.
Yes, that's right.
What are they called? Twiddly Dee and Twiddly Doo? I forgot those twins. I forgot what they're called. But yeah, there's the fat German-looking twins. Yes. Well, that's what it is.
Yeah. They make this kind of sound, right?
Yeah.
Do you remember?
What do you think about, let's just get straight into controversy. What do you think about the new Snow White made by Disney that's coming out?
Oh, I have never seen. Is it coming soon?
So Snow White is a story, I'm pretty sure it's German, okay? And it's like one of the lines in the story is like her skin was white as snow.
Yeah.
So they Disney is being woke and it's pissing everybody off. I don't have a horse in this race. I don't give a fuck because I hate all the remake Disney movies. They're all garbage. But they decided to cast I think she's Latina.
Oh, you mean the real movie?
Yeah. Jishaban, the real movies.
Okay.
So so the new Snow White is the wrong race. And it's pissing, it's seriously triggering all the people on the right. And it's also the people on the left are well, we're woke or so, I don't know. It's just so dumb. It's just so dumb. One, you don't need to keep remaking stories that have already been told.
Right.
And then two, why do you have to like reimagine them as though like keep them in their original form? And if you want to be inclusive and add other people, do what you did with Moana. Moana is such a good movie. And the reason why Moana is a good movie is because they took a mostly Hawaiian story and just made it into a fucking cartoon. That's it. They didn't have to like take a European story and make it into a Hawaiian story.
That's right.
They just took a Hawaiian story and made it into a Hawaiian story. Right? So
maybe Ariel too. You know, the Little Mermaid.
that one makes a little bit more sense to me because like it's supposed to be in the Bahamas or maybe in Jamaica, but that area.
Oh, okay. But the cartoon Ariel is not like her.
Yep.
I mean, I'm not saying.
But what I'm saying is that it makes I don't like any of I haven't seen it, and it's the new one is all super dark too, so it's stupid. But that makes a little bit more sense to me because Sebastian, I think, has a Jamaican accent, and so like Jamaica, that area is all there's no white people in that area. So like recasting the cast to be like of the race of the people in that area makes sense.
I see.
But give me a break. Like it's just leave them alone. They're already told. These stories are finished. Leave them alone. Make new stories. That's why Disney sucks now. They're just like remaking everything and they're making it shittier.
What is going to be in the new Snow White? They don't get married.
There's no dwarfs.
Okay.
There's no little people.
Okay. Seven dwarves.
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 Yeah, they're not in it.
No 7 dwarves.
No, it's like they have like her like friends. They're like 7 friends of like multiracial inclusive friend group. It's so dumb. It's just like, why? Like, I mean, imagine. Oh, they did. So with Lord of the Rings, because I forgot about that. I didn't watch it, but they made the Lord of the Rings Amazon TV show that no one watched because they're like, let's go woke on Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings is literally a European like story. It's made. There's no creation myth for European people really. And so when Tolkien went out to that's what he went out to make is like the creation myth behind the European peoples. And they're like, let's go woke. And it's just stupid. It's just dumb. It's like, it's disrespectful to the source material. It's just really dumb. And that's why Netflix, when they did One Piece, the creator of One Piece had some creative control over it. Because they was like, no, you're not going to change my fucking story. You're not going to go all stupid with it and make it dumb.
So back to Snow White. Is she going to get married with Prince Charming?
Well,
at the end?
Okay, so in her interviews, that's the other problem with the Snow White movie, is that the actress who played Snow White, I don't care what color she is, but when she gives interviews, she's like 25 years old and she's arrogant as hell. She's super, like, ue-kara-mesen, she's very condescending. And she's like, this movie it just goes back on all those stupid things that were in the original movie. And she's just like, that's how she talks on camera. So everybody fucking hates her. So that's not how you promote a movie. You should try to be respectful to the audience. And people who like the original movie are your target fucking audience, the people who would watch the remake. But you're like making fun of them for their view. Anyway, so I don't think anybody's gonna watch that movie. And she's like, oh, you know, I'm not a princess that needs to be saved or whatever, blah blah blah. So it's just gonna be dumb. It's just gonna be another Disney flop. That's a horrible movie that nobody's gonna watch. Good job, guys.
I'm gonna try to. I'm kind of curious. I want to see the interview.
Yeah. Look up her interview. She's just rude, and you're just like, God, why are you so arrogant? She's got 2 like films that she's ever been in, and you're like, who are you? If you were like the GOAT, if you were like the fucking top of your class, you've been in movies for like your whole life, and you give an arrogant interview, fine. But if you're just like some kid who you were in 2 movies, and you're like talking like you're like God, it's like, shut up.
By the way, elegant mean in Japanese like, すごく
arrogant.
Elegant. It's
not elegant, arrogant.
Different.
So
right.
Elegant is like, really classy and beautiful. Arrogant is ue-kara-mesen. It's like with pride speaking like this. This is arrogance.
2 different words.
Yeah. 2 different words.
Yeah.
So speaking of the entertainment industry, Ghibli got sold.
Why?
Well, let's read the article. So, Studio Ghibli President Toshio Suzuki and Nippon TV Chairman, whatever, shake hands during a news conference in Tokyo on Thursday afternoon. Studio Ghibli President, whatever, will assume the position of chairman, while Hayao Miyazaki, the famed filmmaker and co-creator of the studio, will be his honorary chairman, as now Studio Ghibli is part of Nippon Television. I think the reason why is because Miyazaki is retiring, basically.
Oh, he's old.
Yeah, that's what
Did you
happens.
see the last movie, the newest movie, and the
I haven't watched it. I haven't watched it yet.
Me neither.
The posters look really weird, but I haven't watched it. But anyway, so like, so he's retiring, and I think he sold to Nippon TV to make sure that Studio Ghibli exists in the future.
Yeah.
Because they're a bigger company, they can take care of them and everything. So yeah, they're now sold.
Maybe they have strong connection each other because every time Ghibli is on the TV, it's shown on Nippon TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anyway, so
Nihon Television, not Nippon TV. Nihon Television.
hopefully their creative direction doesn't change too much because I do like Studio Ghibli. Although some of their movies are weird, I do like them. Controversial U.S. live streamer arrested over trespassing in Osaka. Fuck you. I hate your guts, and I'm so glad you're in jail. An American man known for streaming provocative videos has been arrested on suspicion of breaking into a construction site in Osaka, Japan, where I was just at, which we'll talk about in a second. I'm not even going to name him because he's an asshole. On YouTube, was arrested with another American, not going to name you either, who says he is a university student, according to police. The dude's videos include those in which he makes light of the atomic bombings in Hiroshima and Nagasaki. He also got his ass knocked out. And made racist comments about Japanese people. The two men allegedly made an unauthorized entry into a hotel construction site in Osaka's Chuo ward on August 30th, and then was filming it, and he was arrested later on. Good.
What he want?
He's a fucking. We did a story on him like 2 weeks ago, maybe last week. He's just this fucking idiot kid who's been just causing trouble in Japan and streaming it all on the internet, and like he got his ass kicked a couple times.
Yeah, so I mean, why Japan? Why he does that?
We talked about that too on the show. You should probably watch our show. Just throwing that out there. But because back in the 90s, in another creative moron named Tom Green came to Japan and did a very similar thing. Because Japanese people are super polite, so they won't do anything about it.
So
if you harass them.
he's copying it.
Yeah, that's all he's doing.
Okay. Stupid.
Yeah, he's dumb. So let's get an update. One on my favorite place in Japan, Nagoya. I love you, Nagoya. I hate Nagoya.
There's a Ghibli land in Nagoya.
Okay.
Because we talked about Ghibli.
I don't know. Would I want to go to Nagoya to see Ghibli land? No, I don't like Nagoya. Nagoya sucks.
There's a Lego land in Nagoya.
I don't think. Oh no, they changed that rule. I think before they had a rule that you couldn't go to Legoland if you were an adult without a child.
Oh really?
But then they changed that rule.
Oh, okay.
That's anyway. But Nagoya sucks because it's like the people there are rude.
Apologize to people.
I wasn't allowed to go
Nagoya.
into a club because of racism, which we talked about already on the show. And also just because Nagoya isn't a fun place. It's like too big to walk, it's too small to taxi, and there's nothing really there.
Toyota is there.
Good for Toyota. Nagoya sucks. Like if you were to here we go. If you were to choose to go to Osaka, Tokyo, Fukuoka, or Nagoya,
Or
Sapporo, what's your ranking? Where is Nagoya in that list? The bottom.
Yeah, maybe
Bottom.
because I don't know. There's a Ghibli land, like I said, so I might want to go.
There's one in Tokyo.
No, Ghibli land, no, only in Nagoya.
It's by Tokyo. Not the Ghibli land, but like they have like a Ghibli museum in Tokyo. You should do that.
It's like way bigger, I guess.
Nagoya sucks. The only I'll give credit where credit is due. The only good thing about Nagoya is that Chubukuko,
Central.
the central airport, is really good. It's a really nice airport.
I've never been there, but
You have not even been to the only good thing in Nagoya. Look at you.
I like their chicken wings, Hebasaki.
You like that? They have miso chicken wings. They're disgusting.
It was good.
They close at 10 p.m. everywhere.
Still now?
Yeah, it's not pandemic stuff. It's just they close. And the clubs, they turn on the lights at 2 a.m. They're like, go home.
If we are living in Nagoya, please let us know the reality. I don't believe him.
Nagoya sucks. Anyway,
Update us.
going down the list of why Nagoya sucks even further, prosecutors in Nagoya said Friday that they have decided not to charge officials in an immigration center in the city for the second time over the 2021 death of a Sri Lankan detainee, despite her family's repeated calls to be indicted. So we talked about this. So this young lady she overstayed her visa and she was detained into a immigration center where she had medical needs. She was talking about how she was in pain. pain, that she needed to see a doctor, and the staff just ignored her and she died.
And then
Nothing fucking happens because Nagoya sucks.
that's wrong. I mean, that's wrong. The judge made wrong decision.
Yeah, I mean, so the family also filed a lawsuit against the central government in March last year, seeking damages over her death. In the ongoing suit, they allege this person was illegally detained and died due to lack of necessary medical care. We will continue to fight to hold them accountable, the lawyer for the family said.
Why is it happening? The judge protects Japan, like, stuff.
Because they're probably like, oh, we don't know what happened, and everybody says the same thing, so you can't really say it's your fault. That's always the case in these situations. I mean, the leader, the person who's in charge of the facility should have fucking come out and said sorry and gone to jail for a little bit, I think.
I feel sorry for the lady of
the family, right?
The family, yeah.
I mean, I'm not trying to judge Japan compared to other countries. I mean, I don't even want to get into American immigration. That's a fucking mess. But the people in Nagoya should have definitely been held accountable. Let's switch gears and talk about something a little bit more positive.
Okay.
So the title of this is At 90, Oldest Female McDonald's Japan Staffer Shares Longevity Secrets. In Kumamoto, where you just went, as Japan's workforce ages, one 90-year-old worker at a McDonald's outlet in this southwest city in Kyushu continues to energetically greet young patrons and coworkers with a smile. Honda was born in the city of Uki, Kumamoto Prefecture. After being employed in nursing at a hospital in a city of Kumamoto for many years, she retired at the compulsory age of 61. She went on to work as a cleaner for a university, and at the age of 67, she retired again. Unable to shake the desire to keep working, rather than move to the end-of-life planning activities, she went back to job hunting. She said, I want to work more. She has been told by fellow elderly customers So she is said to spend breaks chatting with younger crewmates and others over coffee and sharing her homemade pickled Japanese shallots or her dakkyozuke. I can't say it. Can you say?
Rakkyozuke.
Sorry, dakkyozuke. Anyway, according to the Tokyo-based McDonald's Japan, the oldest staffer in the chain is approximately in their approximately 3,000 outlets is actually a 95-year-old man in Toyama Prefecture. Honda is the oldest female currently employed by the company and has been working there longer than Toyama, the Toyama employee.
What does she do? She actually work?
You're rude as fuck. Go home.
I just wonder.
You look at this cute lady on the screen and you're fucking throwing shade at Honda.
I mean, she just smiled to everyone and shaking her hand. I wonder.
Look at her. She looks ganky as shit. She's probably doing her part. I don't know what she does. Maybe, I don't know.
Cleaning?
God damn it, Natsuki. It was such a heartwarming story after the Sri Lankan story. And you're like, what the fuck does that bitch do? Does she even do anything?
I didn't say bitch.
You're like, screw that person.
No. I just wonder because, she's old. That's true, right?
But she's ganky and old.
I know she's ganky and that's why I'm asking you, what does she do?
Why don't we go back to Kumamoto? Go to her fucking McDonald's and stare at her.
Yeah, okay. Maybe she's, frying French fries.
God damn it. I don't know if I love or hate you, Natsuki. Throwing shade at a fucking 90-year-old woman.
I mean,
let's just be honest. I don't think I'm going to make it to 90. That's just not in the cards for me. But if I did go to 90, I would want to be like ganky enough to work at McDonald's.
Actually, the McDonald's near us there's an old lady working there. I don't know how old she is.
Let's go ask her. let's just rock up to her and be like, bitch, what do you do here? The fuck do you do here?
Maybe she and her is a friend.
Are you talking about the Tenmonkan McDonald's?
Yeah.
That woman is so ganky. She works her fucking ass off. She cleans the table. She throws away the trash. She comes up to me and always tells me, hello, how are you? She's fucking awesome.
So you ever asked her age?
No. I'm not. Hey, how are I'm Genki. How are you? By the way, how fucking old are you? My friend on the podcast wants to know. And if she said she was like 75, I'd be like, not old enough, and then walk away. That's exactly what you would want me to do, Natsuki. You're such a terrible person.
I'm sweating.
Natsuki literally sweats in her armpits after the show.
I was going to ask you about something.
Where
are we going?
Where are we going?
I was looking at the textbook and it said sweating like a pig. Is it actually the phrase that you guys are using in the real life?
Yeah. Let me give you a better phrase. I want you to use this all the time, okay?
What is it? What is it?
I'm sweating my tits off.
I'm sweating my tits off.
Yes.
What do you mean? Tits means like oppa, right?
Yeah.
Sweating like my tits off? What do you mean?
I had to explain to Ricky yesterday, like what tareteru means for oppai. So tareteru means
Dropping.
like dropping, or like I explained it. It's like the drooping of a wet sock is what I said. And he just because he's such a nice guy, Ricky, he's such a gentleman. He just like recessed in his seat and just put his hand on his forehead. I was like a wet sock, Ricky.
So you said you actually use I'm sweating like a pig.
I don't say that.
You calling yourself a pig?
One, I don't even think pigs sweat. It is a it is a phrase.
Okay.
People do say it. I don't say it, and it's kind of gross. That's
Yeah,
why
it is
you should
gross.
use the even grosser phrase, I'm sweating my tits off. Hey, can I ask you a question? So
What is
I've been obsessed with this podcast called I've Had It. Those two blonde ladies, I sent you their podcast.
Ah, okay, you did.
And they had this kind of larger lady on as a guest, and they were talking about boob sweat.
Okay.
Do boobs really sweat that much?
Under there, right?
Yeah, under boobs.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Is it which sweats more, your armpit or your boobs?
My case maybe
So they were talking about it for like half an hour. I was like, God, I never knew that boobs sweat. Like,
yeah, and then if you don't clean often, I mean, of course you shower every day, but there.
Brazilians. This was breaking news. Brazilians shower on average twice a day.
Really?
They are the most
okay.
showered people in the whole world.
Good for them. I mean, they be clean because you might have rash there.
For your boobies? Booby rash?
If you
How do you say when you say rash? What do you mean? What's the Japanese for that?
Shishin.
Shishi under your boobs. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Because if you have like big tits, ne? I don't have one. I have two.
Okay, so we're sitting in an izakaya one time, and we're just sitting there, and she always loves to get on my love life when we're in an izakaya when we're drinking. She always likes to pick on me that I'm single. And your fucking husband just goes, Micheru-kun. I don't know why he calls me that, but he always calls you Micheru-kun, like my full name with kun. Micheru-kun. No, Micheru-kun.
Really?
Yeah,
Micheru.
just listen from now on.
Okay.
So he says, Micheru-kun no type wa kimatteru yo ne. And I was like, what is that? What did he say? He's like, kanarazu kyonyu.
That's true.
Which is like, I must,
Yes.
my type is absolutely a girl with big tits. I'm like, no, it's not true. And then he started naming my exes. I'm like, okay, hey, just because there's a pattern doesn't mean it's a requirement.
I thought you like Kyonyu.
I mean, everybody likes boobies, but it's not a requirement.
Maybe some of them are not. Like if you have like
Some
two.
of them are not. Are you talking about my exes?
No.
Okay.
I mean, okay. Can we go back to the news maybe?
Are you going to say I'm sweating like a pig?
Yeah,
or...
yeah. I'm sweating like a because I laughed too much and I'm sweating a lot. So
You just say there's bright lights in the studio. And...
bright lights are steady. And then, but I was wondering, sweating like a pig.
I have no idea how to segue to this next story from what you're talking about right now. So there was a controversial ad in Japan for McDonald's.
McDonald's again.
It is, because there's two McDonald's stories this
Okay.
week. Let's just watch it, and then you guys judge. I'll explain it for the audio listeners. It's literally like a dad, a mom, a daughter, and they're eating French fries at home. And so, because the Twitterverse is filled with like toxic, angry people, they're like, "How dare you release a cis male and cis female married couple enjoying French fries or something?" That's the whole story, by the way. That's it.
Those people are okay. Are those people okay?
No, they're not. They probably have pink hair and hate themselves. So that's what it is. If you're throwing shade at somebody for being happy, then you are personally just unhappy. And that's really what it is. Just don't be unhappy. That's the thing. Like, I am such an LGBTQ ally. I don't even want to get into why, but I am. And so when people on either side, people who are, discriminatory against, non-straight people, and those people who are throwing shade at straight people, I just go, fuck you guys. Everybody's a human. Everybody should have love. I don't give a fuck as long as they're over the legal age. I don't give a fuck who you love. Don't care.
100%.
Don't make fun of people for being happy, especially cartoon people. Oh, by the way, guys, it was like a little animation, so it wasn't even real people. I mean, how dumb are you? The majority of people in the world are straight.
What are the people?
Or actually, I believe they're mostly bisexual.
What did they say? What did they say about the McDonald's car? I mean the commercial. What was the problem?
Right there, you can read it. There's the tweet.
Which one? Where?
The Japanese one.
特別じゃない幸せな時間. It's not special. It's a happy.
Is what they said.
Yeah.
Right? So tokubetsu janai, so not special. Shiawase jikan, like happy time.
Yeah.
And so that's what McDonald's tweeted, and a bunch of Twitter people were like, "You're discriminating against gay people or something." I don't know.
Because mom and dad and daughter.
Yeah.
Okay. Weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do believe that most people are bisexual. That is actually true. I believe it. I believe that there's a spectrum, and like on one side you have like totally straight people, which I just don't really think exist, and on the other side you have like totally gay people, which I also don't really think exist, and everybody's somewhere on that spectrum. Because like, how many of you girls out there had yourself a little lesbian experience in university? All of you. Are you thinking about that right now?
Yeah, I am thinking about that right now.
Moving on. Japan Pharma startup developed world first drug to grow new teeth. Basically, scientists. So I didn't know this, but like most people have tooth buds that have like the potential to become a new tooth, and by using certain types of this drug, this company can grow new teeth in ferrets.
すごいね. Wow, that's wow.
It just reminds me of the movie Deadpool. Have you seen Deadpool?
No.
Like he like loses his legs. And then he gets little legs for a little while, and he's like, baby legs. And like the teeth that they grew in the picture that we're not going to show on the podcast because it's gross, they're like baby teeth. It's gross.
So no more implant.
No, probably we're keep using implants for a while.
Okay.
I have to get my wisdom tooth pulled.
Not yet.
Not yet. I haven't
You
done
went
it
to
yet.
the dentist, right?
Yeah.
So it's not hurting you anymore?
I told the dentist, I said, I will never come back if you don't call me because I'm so bad at this stuff. And they were like, we'll call you. I was like, okay, they haven't called me.
Because wisdom test doesn't bother you right now.
That's the thing. It was bothering me before, and that's why I went to the doctor. It's not bothering me now, so I'm not going.
Yeah, so maybe next time you go there, when it gets bad.
Yeah. Speaking of bad things, Johnny's still in the news. NHK is suspending all contracts with Johnny's until they get their shit together, is the entire story.
The press conference is holding tomorrow. I mean, the day after tomorrow.
Which will probably be like the day that this podcast comes out. But listen, here's the thing. So the new head of Johnny's is also in scandal because he was supposedly, we talked about this last week and the week before that, he supposedly told his young boys that are in Johnny's like, eat my wiener, which I don't actually know how he said that in Japanese.
俺の
Wiener 食べろ
Yeah, なんか Yeah, I saw the article about it, and then 俺のソーセージを食えか
Sausage 食えか、食え
なんかそんなんだったよね
Yeah, it's weird. Why would you say it like that? That's so... Anyway, they're all... Apparently, everybody in charge of Johnny's is a gay man that likes to, like, abuse children, which is terrible.
Yeah.
Being gay is totally fine. Just don't abuse children. What the fuck? Anyway, so... Kitagawa is one of the most revered figures in Japan's entertainment industry, propelling numerous groups such as SMAP and Arashi into stardom before he died in 2019. So he's the Johnny guy, Johnny Kitagawa, who is accused of all this stuff. Anyway, you like SMAP.
I did.
And you started crying when they broke up because you're weird.
I did not cry.
Yes, you did. You and your friend, who used to be my director on TV.
Yeah, but we went to the concert several times,
And then when they announced that they're breaking up on TV, you and your friend came to the bar and you started fucking playing SMAP songs, pirated SMAP songs on YouTube at the bar, and you guys were singing and crying and being a mess.
Maybe we did, yeah. How long years ago? 10 years? 7 years? I can't remember.
Does it matter? It happened. You didn't have kids at the time, but anyway.
No, I did not. Yeah.
But anyway, so
my youthful days, my station. How do you say that? My youthful days. Youthful days.
The interesting thing about this story about NHK is that every year they have the
Kohaku
Kohaku every year where they have like the men's team and the women's team, and they have like this 3-hour special that they play on NHK, and they're not inviting any Johnnies to the
そうなの?
to the event so far.
But I feel kind of sorry for the young people who are.
That's what I keep saying, right?
Yeah.
It's like the singers, the performers in the Johnese group. It's not their fault. In fact, they're the victims, and now they're getting double victimized by this.
Double victim. That's right.
It's terrible. I feel really bad for them.
Yeah.
But you know what? I'm not surprised because the same exact thing happened to Backstreet Boys. He's either NSYNC or Backstreet Boys or both. I don't remember. It's a Netflix special. Okay, sorry. We're going to skip this one. Real life, let's get into fun news. Real life pilotable anime style robots now on sale in Japan. We have a video, we have media of this.
How much is it?
I don't know.
Expensive?
Basically, if you wanted to be a Gundam hero, you can in Japan. Tokyo-based Tsubame Industries was founded in 2021 with the goal of turning science fiction into science reality. Since there's no more quintessentially Japanese version of science fiction than pilotable mecha, that's exactly what Tsubame has built, and the company has announced that they're now officially on sale.
Wow. I mean, we still need to, move it with remote control, right?
You get in it and you pilot it.
Oh, we can get it inside there.
Yeah, dude.
Cool.
The Archax, I don't know how to say that, is the debut robot, is a 4-legged mecha with a fully enclosed cockpit. In its full height robot mode configuration, it stands 4.5 meters tall, which is fucking not translated right. It says 148 feet. That's wrong.
Wow, must be very expensive.
Probably 15 feet. And even shorter in vehicle mode where it can like drive around. Let's see. The robot is controlled with a pair of joysticks and foot pedals. In proper mecha genre action, a voice intones hatch closed and main switch on during the startup sequence. The cockpit has no windows, but is equipped with 9 cameras, which can be displayed on 4 monitors on the inside. So if you want to fucking kill someone in Japan as a mecha robot, you can't kill people, but you can do the mecha robot part.
Somebody's dreams come true, だね.
Yeah, I wonder how much it costs. I don't think it said. Wait, let me see. Maybe it
yeah.
had the price. No, it did. 400 million yen, which is 2.74 million US dollars.
Somebody will buy it.
Maybe. There's enough crazy. Dude, people buy the first tuna of the fishing season every year for like $1 million.
Right.
So,
every year.
Yeah, tuna's stupid.
Sushi
Mecha,
Zanmai.
awesome.
There's a restaurant called Sushi Zanmai. The president of the, Sushi Zanmai every year buy it. There's a branch in branch in Kagoshima, but I've never been there.
It's okay.
You've been there.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's okay price.
It gets a hard okay rating from me.
Oh, okay.
It's not. Most of the national chains aren't very good. And we have Mekemon here, which is way better.
Oh,
they have their own boat as well.
By the way, you guys went to Tori Kizoku the other day,
I've been
right?
there like 4 times. It's great.
You like it?
They give you like a whole fucking chicken. Like, you know how, because it's, okay, we're talking about yaki toriya-san. And usually they give you like these little tiny pieces of meat on a skewer. That place gives you like fucking pounds and pounds of meat on each skewer.
But the beer is premium malt.
Hate that part.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah, everything else is great. It's really cheap compared to like other izakaya. The staff are all really trained well. It's very busy. There's a lot of people in there, but otherwise it's just a really cool place. It's run very well. And everything's on the touch screen. Recently, all the izakaya in Japan have like a QR code that you scan and you order from your phone.
Yeah.
Fucking love that. It's great. It's really cool. Anyway, we have one last story that's very important because you're on the show today, Natsuki. We've saved this for you.
Okay.
You like that man who paid for like, I don't know, however many thousands of dollars to become a real life dog in his dog suit.
I did. I like the one I impressed, right?
Yeah. Now we have a cat version of that. Kimochiwarui desho. This is so weird.
やばい、何これ?
For those people who are listening and not watching, there is a really super like uncanny valley cat working a register in a shopping center, and he's like counting, I'm assuming it's a he, counting money and like giving it to a customer in his full-on furry fetish suit. It's not even a furry suit, it's like a realistic cat suit.
It is really realistic, but it's huge cat is actually working Like it reminds me the movie called Ted. Ted is, was working out there,
The imaginary teddy bear
Yeah,
that could talk.
So.
This is so much weirder than Ted. Ted is like funny. This is creepy. If I saw this, I would have to stop.
Take a video.
Consider, am I stoned right now? And then just look at him and take a video of it. If you guys are just listening to this, go on your smartphone and type cat cashier Japan and it'll come up. There's like 40 videos of it.
Wow. Which supermarket? I'm so curious.
I think it's in Tokyo. Maybe it's in Nagoya, the best place in Japan. Might be in Nagoya.
So realistic. And then for what? For
what?
I mean, for what? Like advertisement? Like
I said, we're just watching your thought process live. You're like, why? Why would anybody do that? I don't know, Natsuki. I don't want to be a real life cat and work on a fucking cash register. I have no idea.
Yeah, maybe the name of the supermarket is Cat something, or the cat might be the iconic thing of the supermarket.
There is I don't remember what kind of shop. It's like a cafe or something like that. Maybe you can Google this, Josh, but like it's a bear in a shop. And then
real bear?
No, it's not. God damn it, Natsuki. It's not a real bear. And then like you buy something using like I think a jihanki, like a vending machine, and then they open this little door and they hand you, I think it's like maybe coffee or ice cream, and the guy has like a bear suit hand on.
Okay.
So it's like a bear is giving you a coffee or ice cream or something like that.
Because I said I don't like it because might be here is in the as coffee or
it's a present. It's a present.
Yeah,
you should say thank you.
Thank you.
Itadakimasu.
Itadakimasu.
Did you get it, Josh? You know what it is?
It's called Japan's Bear Paw Cafe, and it's like literally a hole in the wall that a hand comes out of with coffee.
Yep. Fucking told you. I love this country.
Weird.
I love this country. I love living here. It's like every day. Like, okay, like I get it. I'm kind of an arrogant snot. I get it. But I just stand and look at things in this country and I'm just always so happy. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with this place? So, all right, that's all of our news topics, but I want to talk about something a little private. So I went to Osaka with Ricky.
I saw the Instagram.
So
yes.
I went on a podcast. It's not out yet, but I went on a podcast. It's called Fish and Rice, but they're going to rename it to Unpacking Japan.
What do you mean unpacking Japan? I like show everything.
Yeah, like that.
Mm-hmm.
Not only were the two guys really fucking just really nice guys. They were super nice. We went out for drinks afterwards, and Ricky came along as well. But not only were they just super nice guys, but it was really fun to be on the podcast. It was super positive. They just like asked me like 3 questions because I can talk forever. So just asked me like 3 questions and I just kept talking. But it was like their office. They work for this place called Zen Group. Their offices were so cool.
Zen Group. It sounds like food something. No,
they do a bunch of different things. But their main thing is like e-commerce.
Okay.
Like they help. If you want to buy something from the internet in Japan, but you don't live in Japan, they help you buy things from like Rakuten or whatever. And so they have like 2 floors, some well over 100 employees, and it was just super stylish. It was really cool. So it was a really cool experience. And so because they invited me out there, we had like 2 more days to play in Osaka. So me and Ricky had a good time.
What are the 3 things that you talked about?
No, I just kept talking for like an hour.
I know, but
way more than 3 things.
But they gave me 3 options, right? 3 like topics.
Yeah. No, they basically wanted to ask me like, how did you get started in Japan? Like because like it's weird. Like I'm this annoying white guy, mostly white guy. I'm a quarter Japanese, and they're like, why did you come to Japan? One, and like, why did you start 2 businesses in Japan? So I talked about all that. Talked about my roots and stuff like that. And we talked about, the school and then the production company. Talked about Josh a little bit. I think I talked about you a little bit.
Thank you.
And it was just really cool. It was just really chill. Like because their office is just like super relaxed. It's like it's like Silicon Valley. It's like it looks like you're in San Francisco.
Nice.
So it was just like really cool. And they're like, you want coffee? I was like, hell yeah. It was just fun. Nice. It was just a fun experience. And then, like I said, afterwards, we went out for beers, and it was just really cool.
How can I find that show? On YouTube?
Yeah, on YouTube. It's called Fish and Rice now, but in the future, it'll probably be called Unpacking Japan. They make really good shorts, too. Andrew, who does all the editing and the camera work, and Toby, who does the interviewing, they do a really good job on the shorts. Anyway, they're just cool guys. And it was fun. And then being in Osaka for the first time in 7 years. The last time we went was with you.
Oh, it's already 7 years
Sorry,
ago.
we didn't go with you. You were just there at the same time I was there,
That's right.
right?
Right.
And we went to Shinsekai, which is it's I don't know how to explain it. It's like the World Fair from like 1930 something. It's got this big tower, and so they made all these little shops around there.
You guys went to Shinsekai again?
Yeah, again.
Did you try that long slide from the top of the building?
There were like 900 Chinese people lined up for it, so no.
Okay.
So I was just like, no.
I want to try that.
But there was no pufferfish. It's gone. It's really gone.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The big pufferfish in the
Yeah,
sky,
yeah.
it's gone. It's really gone.
Zboraya or something.
Whatever it was
Yeah.
called. It's just, yeah, I was just like looking for it. And I was like, no way, is it really gone? It's really gone. It's really sad. And we went to this kisaten cafe that's like from 1947.
Yeah, like Showa style cafe,
Yeah, yeah.
right? Where
And,
did you guys go?
I'll explain to you, but just it's somebody's recommendation, one of a friend's recommendation.
Okay.
But I experienced a word that I've never seen before. It's like de to de and then ko.
That's Osaka thing.
I've never seen that before.
Reiko, right?
Yeah, deiko. It mean it's the kanji means like cold, de like cold, I guess.
Yeah.
And then ko is katakana. I never seen that before, but it was next to a picture of an iced coffee, so I just assumed it's iced coffee, and that's what it is. It means like kohi is the ko, and then de is like cold. I've never seen that before.
Yeah, that's Osaka dialect.
And it's also old, right? It's the old style.
Yeah, old. I mean, oji-san tachi old. Should I say old?
Old style, yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that was fun. And then we went to all the places. It was really fun. And I saw in Shinsekai, I saw a room full of old men playing Go, which was really fucking hilarious.
I have seen these guys. I mean, the arcade. It's not arcade.
It's an arcade. Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
arcade. Yeah.
And then the other thing that was really funny, which is really timely because me and Josh, like 2 days before that, me, Josh, Ricky, and another guy, one teacher, we came over, we watched the Mario movie at my house. And so I found a old ass arcade that actually has like the original Mario Brothers arcade game on it with like a CRT. See, it says Super Mario Brothers. And it was just really, it was just fun. I just had a lot of fun. We ate okonomiyaki.
Takoyaki?
Nope, because I don't really like takoyaki.
Oh, you don't?
No, what is takoyaki? It's a bunch of batter.
Butter.
Batter.
Butter.
So it's like basically like fried bread, right?
Is it? I thought I never.
It's a lot of
taste
flour.
A flour, right?
Right? And so like I don't really eat carbs. I mean, I guess okonomiyaki has a lot of carbs in it, but I don't really eat carbs, and so takoyaki is just not my thing. I mean, it's good, but I'll have one, and then I have like 7 more. That what do I do with these?
Share with somebody.
Give it to Ricky. Ricky hates me. I just give him all of my food. He eats everything for me. And then yesterday, I wanted to talk about this. Yesterday, we went to me, Ricky, and 2 friends. We went to Tosenkyo here in Kagoshima. Oh, Josh, I didn't send this to you, so you have to put this in post, I guess. But we went to Tosenkyo, and I want to talk about that a little bit. When was the last time you went to Tosenkyo?
Are you asking me?
Yeah. No, I'm asking the wall.
I mean, maybe 2 years ago, 3 years ago, can't remember.
Okay, so for those the people who may not know,
has something changed?
So Tosenkyo is it's not really changed.
Okay.
Tosenkyo is like this. It's in Ibusuki in Kagoshima, and it's down by a river, and it's this little area where all these little shops are. And they have this thing called somen nagashi, which somen is just somen noodles, and nagashi means to nagasu, which is to flow. And the standard way in Japan to do this is to have a piece of bamboo that they cut hot dog style down the chute, and so it becomes like a half pipe. And then they nagasu. They put the noodles with cold water in it, and everybody puts their chopsticks into the bamboo.
Like water slide.
Like a water slide, and then they pull out the noodles, and then they put it in sauce and they eat it. Some Kagoshima genius thought that's dumb because a lot of the noodles don't get picked up. So they made this like this rolling this like
Pool?
it's like think of like a donut filled with water that like swirls around. And so you put the somen nagashi in there, and then you put your chopsticks in there and catch them, so they're all nice and cold, and then you eat them.
Right.
And it was really fun.
It is. My daughter, she's actually lefty. So
okay.
when
So was President Obama. and Alex.
And then, so when she goes to, Somen Nagashi, she cannot catch any Somen.
They have lefty Somen Nagashis.
That's right. They have lefty Somen Nagashi.
Yeah, isn't that interesting? I mean, you can still catch it. It's just harder.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, it's just really fun to go up there. So it was fun to go to Osaka and get really drunk. And one really funny story. We'll probably talk about this when Ricky's on the show. Like, we were in a standing bar, and the owner of the standing bar is from Yakushima, from Kagoshima, where we live. And everybody else, except for Ricky in the bar, is like from Osaka or something. And so me and the owner of this bar are sitting there talking to each other in Kagoshima Ben.
Wow. So you met him by chance?
By chance.
Okay.
Well, all the Japanese customers are looking at me thinking, that's so weird. They're like, that is so weird.
Yeah, that is so weird. But it's always happening. You start speaking, Japanese in some airport and everybody look at you like strangely,
Well, they're looking at me weirdly because I'm a tall ass white guy speaking Japanese, which is weird. I mean, I remember working at a casino in Vegas, where I'm from in Vegas. And like, I remember walking through the hall on my cell phone, like getting off work. And I was going to go visit my friend Taro-kun house. And when I called him, his Japanese grandma answered. She's like, moshi moshi. I was like, sumimasen, Taro-kun imasu ka? And she's like, ima inai. We're having this conversation. I'm just speaking Japanese on the phone. And all the American people around me were like, what are you doing? I was just like, speaking Japanese. They're like, why? It's just weird. Like, I don't know. I saw a Netflix documentary. There's like this community of Chinese people in America who live in Louisiana or something. They live in some place in America, and they're all 100% Chinese, and they talk with a southern drawl, and it's just so weird watching that. I think that's what people look at when they see me speaking Kagoshima Ben. Anyway, that was our fun little story.
You should video yourself. I want to watch that situation.
How obnoxious! I'm already pretty obnoxious, but how obnoxious would I be if I'm sitting there fucking videotaping myself in a bar?
Like, because I met a guy from Kagoshima. Yeah, I'm so now recording.
I should have done that. I was really drunk at that point. Anyway, so at that point, Ricky was talking to some younger guys, like one guy from the Netherlands or whatever, and he's like, Mitch, let's go to it's like 3 o'clock in the morning. He's like, let's go to a club, because Osaka does not shut down. It's just fucking 20. It's like Vegas. It's like the Vegas of Japan. And he's like, let's go to a club. And I'm like, I'm 40. I'm drunk. I am not going to a fucking club. I'm going home and going to my fucking hotel.
40 years old cannot go to club?
No, I could if it was like earlier. Yeah. But I was like, dude, I was already tired and drunk. And I was just like, I'm not, what the hell would I be doing?
What time was it? Like 2?
3.
3.
And so I was like, what would I do at a club at 40 years old? Like, come on. I was like, nah. I was like, you. So he went, and then the next day he was like super hungover. He's like, I felt old. I was like, he's 31, and he told me he felt old. I'm fucking 40. Okay, I'm not going to a club. But if you are young and you're in Osaka, I recommend a club called Bambi. I went there when I was younger. It's
Bambi.
It's like 20 to 25 basically.
The last time we went together. Sam and Dave's, I guess.
Sam and Dave's. We went to like 5 clubs when we went there last time. Because remember, I was there with Tachikawa-kun, the announcer. And my job that was given to me from my leadership at TV was show him a good time and avoid honey trappu, which is like girls to try to shake you down for money. And so I have video of him, like there was like go-go dancing girls at the club. Maybe it was Sam and Dave's or something. And he's just like sipping his drink that has no alcohol in it. And he's just like getting closer and closer to like the girls who are dancing, who's watching them. I'm like, you are so cute.
Yeah, it's like a movie.
I was just like, yeah. And then the next day I missed my Shinkansen, and I was like 7 hours late to my location for TV, and I got in big trouble.
Yeah.
That's the only time I've ever been late for a location. That's it. I was just like, fuck.
Yeah, we will keep talking about it forever.
But
we won't forget about it.
On the Shinkansen ride back this time from Osaka, it was like 4 hours on the Shinkansen. I did almost miss my train. And that was because I screwed up my connecting train there. But I love the Shinkansen. It's just so comfortable.
Can you sleep on the Shinkansen?
I can't sleep on anything that moves.
Oh, okay.
So, but it's comfortable. And now they have 4G the entire time.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Even if you're in a tunnel, you just use your phone the whole time. It's great.
Right. That's cool.
Yeah,
even in Kumamoto, that I can connect with it.
Right? The whole time. Even in tunnels and stuff. It's really cool. It's really cool. Anyway, guys, that's been our show today. We got to go do radio now. If you guys are interested in supporting this podcast, please click on our Patreon link that will be in the show description. Links to all the news articles will be also posted. And yeah, also thanks to our patrons because you guys got us these new microphones. And
Yeah.
we love you guys so much.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we'll see you guys next week. Bye, everybody.
Bye.